My name is A.A. Bronson, and I was one of the three artists of General Idea from 1969 when we first met and got together through until 1994 when our collaboration ended, when Felix and Jorge both died that year. And it was kind of an odd collaboration in that we both lived and worked together. So it was a kind of domestic as well as an art relationship. Our ultimate work was our life together as a group, as a threesome, and everything else falls into that context. Well, on a very pragmatic level, having begun, a group of then three gay men, sexuality was a kind of a dangerous subject in the art world. Sex was never touched upon, and to call yourself a gay artist would be, of course, the death knell of your career. So we found ourselves always kind of pushing the art critic, sort of being a little bit more and more outrageous all the time and trying to push the critic to discussing our work in terms of sexuality, which they would not do. It was quite interesting. So when the Poodle appeared in 80-81, we saw the Poodle as a kind of, the hairdresser's dog, the sort of campy figure appearing in 50s memorabilia, printed on drinking glasses and felt skirts and things. We saw it as a very gay kind of figure. A lot of the critics were very perturbed by this image of the Poodle. They didn't know how to talk about it, and eventually the way that they talked about it was as a kind of just as some sort of emblem of ourselves as working together, like three dogs playing. Then in 85, 86, we produced this series of images of geometric poodles in various sexual positions. And that we thought really, they'll have to discuss our work in terms of sexuality at this point. But no, the critics decided that that was a metaphor for collaboration and working together. And then it wasn't until late 86, there was an academic journal out of London which looked at our work in terms of sexuality, using the language of queer theory, which had really only just begun at that point in certain literary departments. And I always feel like we, in a way, created the work which led to the formation of queer theory, because there needed to be a language to talk about the work, and there wasn't until that language appeared. And then after that, everything shifted, and people could talk about the work in terms of sexuality.